This is a story about DW Fearn, a VT7. And usually I would have one around, or I could get one from Doug Fearn to do demos. And this one client, he had called me up, and he was a friend of a client of mine. And he said he did a bunch of research, and he had it boiled it down to a VT7. He just needed to listen to one. And I didn't have a demo, and I couldn't get one from Doug, because he's not too far away from me to go pick one up. So I did some thinking, and I said, well, let me see if I have a client who has a VT7, and they'll let me borrow it. And most of my clients, if I want to borrow a piece of gear, they'll, I've done them so many favors, they have no problem with it, and they know I'll treat it really, really well. So I called up Martin Guitars, because I had sold them a VT7, and I asked them if I could borrow their VT7 for a day, and they said, yeah, sure, come on up, George, no problem. So I had to drive up to Nazareth, Pennsylvania, which is maybe, I don't know, an hour away, up north. Picked it up, and then I had to drive it all the way down to what was it? Exton or something, like Pennsylvania. So that was another hour or two going the other direction. And then I met with the client, and he was going to try it out, and he asked if he could hang on to it for a day, and I knew, because of the referral from another client, he was good for it. So I let him have it, and the next day he said, okay, I'm done with it, I got it packed up and ready for you. So then I had to go drive all the way down to go get it, and then take it all the way back up to Martin Guitars and install it and make sure everything worked fine. But after doing all that work of driving around to make this happen, and I was getting from this client is, he just needed to hear it and he was ready to buy. Well, he didn't buy it. And what I found out later on is he had no intentions of buying it. He just wanted to do a review of the piece of equipment, but he didn't know how he would get his hands on it. And I wish he was honest with me ahead of time, because I would still probably find a VT7 and maybe gotten it for him at a later time. But he had put pressure on me to, if you could do this right away, I'm ready to buy. So I jumped through all these hoops to make this guy happy. And in the end, he wrote a review about the VT7. And it wasn't a glowing review. He was just kind of just said it was okay. And that's most people that try VT7, they're jumping up and down, and the sale is made. I don't know what this guy's thinking was, but that's what happened. And sometimes you have to do these kind of things, jump through all these hoops to make the deal happen. And then most people, they reward you with some kind of a sale. I mean, I had the beginning, when I was selling Pro Tools, I had a few people that I would have them come to my house to demo the Pro Tools, because I didn't have an office then. And I had some banker guys. They came. I spent hours with them, showing them how Pro Tools worked. And in the end, they said, it's great, but it's not for us, but we want to pay you for your time. And I thought that was very generous of them. And I accepted the money, because I really could use it. But that's not everybody. Most people, you do the work, and if they buy it, you make some money. If they don't, hopefully down the line. It's a kind of like, I look at it as planting seeds. You plant seeds, and maybe in 6 months or a year from now, they'll remember the help that you gave them, and they'll come back and they'll say, you know what? You were good to me. I want to run this sale through you. So there's my VT7 story.